With the introduction of DSLR cameras that shoot video, we have to take a look at a fluid tripod head. Now, these professional heads, and this isn't even really a great one, it's kind of one of the cheaper ones, but a lot of people will go to Walmart and they'll buy these $35 or $60 fluid heads and go out and try to shoot video on there, and they can't really understand why they're not getting professional results. A huge part of that has to do with the type of video head that you're using. Now, a good fluid head will have several features, and they're really not that much more expensive. We're talking about maybe $200 and up. So the question you probably have is, what is a professional feature on a fluid video camera head? And I'm going to point those out to you real quick. Probably the first thing is the number of locks and tension controls. And when I say locks and tension controls have to do with the amount of resistance when you're panning or when you're tilting. You can control how much resistance you have. So here's a tension control knob. There's another one right here, tension control knob. Locks, here's a lock right here, allow you to lock the camera down. So when I turn this lock over, see, it doesn't want to budge. It's another great feature that you want to have. Typically, the shoe adapter or the base plate adapter is going to be made out of metal. It's going to be really, really strong. It's not going to be flimsy. It's not going to break easily. Safety lock right here. So once this goes in and it snaps shut, this isn't going to fall out. It's just a safety measure for your camera. Safety lock is usually on the other side. So once you turn this safety lock here, this plate isn't moving. So those are some of the main differences, is the locks and the tension controls. A good fluid head will have a bubble level, so you can line it up evenly. That's not a really good way to measure because a lot of the cheap fluid heads also have a bubble level. Something that I like is an adjustable handle. So depending on how big of a camera you're using, you can adjust where and how the handle works. In any event, probably one of the most important features is that you can swap the head out, okay? This is really important for repairs if something on it breaks, or if you want to swap out with a ball head or a photography head. What that means is you can buy one set of legs and then swap out the actual head. Now, another question I get is, why would you not want to use this for still photography? It's a great question. You can use it for still photography, and I know a lot of people who do. The problem with a fluid head is, even though we can pan and even though we can tilt, we cannot kind of rotate it on its axis like this, like you can with the ball head. And so that's something with photography, especially if you're shooting macro, or if you're doing a lot of close-up work. In fact, for everything, there's a lot of this that's involved. And so that's one of the main functional differences, is you can tilt and you can pan, but you can't rotate on the axis like that. In any event, those are the main differences between a fluid video head and a regular tripod head. It's the locks, tension controls, and the ability to adjust the resistance of your motion. In any event, thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.